Hey, what's up people? DJ Phil, DJ Mini in the hizzle. And in this video, I'm going to be dispensing some advice to you guys about the best thing to do if you ever DJ straight away after a band. This is going to happen to a lot of you guys when you first start getting into DJing. You're going to be DJing at weddings, you're going to be DJing at different events. And more often than not, they'll have a band playing on the same night. And you have to come in straight away after the band. Now the tricky thing you'll find here is that people perceivably see the band as the main attraction and they see a DJ as a filler. So I'm going to give you some awesome tips today that will make you not a filler, the main attraction, and how to keep people on their feet after they've just been dancing to a band. You get the idea. Let's do it. Okay guys, so me and Minnie have been brainstorming a couple of points we think are really going to help you out if you ever have to come in straight away after a band. Now remember what I said in the intro guys, a lot of people will perceive a band to be the main attraction and you to be a filler. There's a couple of things you can do to kind of change that. So tip number one for you is come in as quickly after the band finish as possible. You see, what will happen is when the band finish, they'll do this big sign off like, thank you very much, good night. Now at that point, that will just psychologically tell people to go and sit down. However, one of the first things you can do is start playing your music as quickly as soon as the band finish, as soon as they do their sign off, you come straight in with a big banger, okay? As if to say, you guys are about to walk off the dance floor, you may want to hang around for this one. Now, what will often happen is the band will sign off and there'll be a patch of silence and no one's just going to stand on the dance floor for silence. So come in straight away. I've had it before where a band says, thank you and good night, bang, I'm straight on. And people, you know, they want to leave, but they're still hanging around because they're like, well, actually, I quite like this song. Let's still have a bit of a boogie to this one. So that's tip number one. Tip number two is to match the band's volume levels. Now, a band will often be playing pretty hot. They're going to be really loud. And people just kind of let that slide because it's a live band, right? Whereas if the DJs came in and just belted the sound out at that volume, you'd have management coming over to you saying, turn the volume down, the windows are rattling, right? Which I've also had in my time. So, what you want to do is make sure as soon as the band come off, don't come in just playing music at a regular volume. This is one of the few opportunities you have to really crank those speakers and match the band's volume. You've got to think about it from the people, from the customer's point of view. They're dancing, it's loud, it's blasting, and you come in with a song that's a bit quieter. They're just going to be like, oh, well, this is filler music. So, because their ears have already adjusted to this, how loud the band are, you want to come in as loud as the band. So that's tip number two. Come in just as loud as the band. Tip number three, you want to match the tempo of the band that's playing. Often live musicians, and I know this from knowing a lot of them, is that they actually play songs at a lot faster speed than the original because they want to get people up on their feet as well. And something that all entertainers realize in the music industry is you play music a bit quicker and for some reason it just hypes people up a bit more. If you listen to a lot of live bands when they're doing covers, when they're doing remixes, whatever, they're playing their songs really quick to get people up on their feet. So the other thing you want to do is actually try and work out what kind of BPM the songs that they're singing are and come in with a song that's just as high tempo as the band. Again, think of the reverse, guys. You come in with a song that's slower after a band plays and people are going, oh well, entertainment's over, time to leave. If you come in with one that's fast or even faster, you're going to keep people on their feet, which is what you want. So that's tip number three. Tip number four for you guys. That's three, that's four. Tip number four for you guys. And this is a sneaky one. So, what you will find is that band will be playing a certain type of music, whatever it is, whether it's ska punk music or whether it's, you know, pop music or, you know, Motown, whatever it is. You want to come in playing the same kind of music. We're kind of tricking people because remember, people will think they're the main event. But you're going to kind of trick people into thinking the night's not over yet. The night's just getting started. That's your job as a DJ. So if they're playing, you know, baggy trousers, that kind of stuff, by, what are they called? Madness. If they're playing Baggy Trousers by Madness, you want to come in with more music that's similar. In fact, here's a really sneaky thing that I've done in the past. I actually remember one or two of the songs that they played that went down really well, And then a couple of, half an hour later, I come in with that exact same song, but I'm playing the original of it. And it's a sneaky thing, but it works, guys. I'm like, oh my gosh, they're going absolutely crazy to the Killers, Mr. Brightside. What do you think I'm coming in first with as soon as they finish? Bang, I'm coming in with the Killers. I'm blasting it out. I've bumped up the tempo a little bit. I'm doing everything. So the people are like, well, weren't we just having a dance? And they'll just keep going because they're like, yeah, it's back on again. You've got to remember, guys, we're dealing with drunk people. We're not dealing with an audience full of DJs that we all think we're dealing with, right? We all go out there and we feel like every single person knows every single transition and we're being, watched closely. It's not the case. We're dealing with drunk people, a cross-section of society who are absolutely off their face. If they were going crazy with their mates to Mr. Brightside with the band playing it, and you come in, bang, and you play Mr. Brightside, they're not thinking like you think me and you are thinking. They're just like, we're going for it again, So that's another cool tip for you. Play the music the band are playing, and don't be afraid to actually come in and play one or two of the songs that the band were actually playing. Remember 3 or 4 of them and come in with them. It works, guys. Trust me, it works. There you go, guys. If you follow those 4 tips, you are going to keep people on their feet, which is what you're being employed to do as a DJ. So go and try it out and see if it works for you. Now, I want to take this moment to ask you guys, if any of you are experienced DJs and you've had this exact thing happen to you and you think I've missed something, leave a comment below for other DJs to look at and for me to look at so we can all learn from each other. So if you've ever been in this experience, leave your comment below and tell me about it. If you've got any other advice, leave it below, tell me about it, and help each other out. Think of it as like a forum. It's going to be cool, okay? And also, the other thing is I read all the comments, so it's interesting for me as well. Finally, I wanted to say, if you guys enjoy these videos where I'm just dispensing advice to you guys, and you'd love to have more of my time, I've actually created a brand new group now called DJ Titans. Now, if you sign up for this, I'm doing weekly coaching calls with people. You can jump on, it's a group call, and you can fire questions at me. And I will literally sit there for an hour every single week and dispense advice to you guys exactly like we are doing now. I can help you out with DJ transitions. I can help you out with live issues you may be having, like playing after a band. You may be interested in growing a YouTube channel, you can speak to me about that. You may be interested in producing your own music, you can speak to me about that. This is your chance to sit down with me and actually get a bit of my time and ask me whatever you want. Plus, I've got a ton of awesome bonuses as well. If you guys are interested in becoming a DJ Titan, right below this video there's a link. Go through to that page, I'm going to tell you more about it. Finally, guys, if you love videos like this and you want to see more of them, click this button here to subscribe and hit that bell notification so you get notified when I release new videos. Down there you can click a button, I'm going to take you to some free DJ training, you might as well go and check it out. And finally guys, if you want to see a couple of ways to get your first DJ gig before this Christmas, click that link below. Me and Minnie will see you in the next video. Ciao!